nice of you to stop by.
This must be the castle that Sylvanas Selwyn and his thieves are in. If I can just get to him, I should be able to disband the group.
Petrificus totalis!
Bombarda!
Incendio!
Imperio!
How can I help you?
Repulsor!
Rookwood, don't.
Bombarda! Confringo! Accio!
So very weak.
Crucial! Incendio!
Dare you! You cannot control me!
Bombarda! Depulso! Confringo! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Imperio! Depulso! Confringo! Bombarda! Crucio! Expelliarmus!
I've had war.
Incendio! Descendo! Glacius! Bombarda! Confringo! Depulso! Protego! Stupefy!
Incendio!
Imperio! Crucio! Descendo! Stupefy! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Back! Descendo! Incendio! Bombarda! Confringo! Depulso!
No! Reductor!
There's Selwyn. Wonder if I can pull his guards away. Bombarda! This looks like the spot from the treasure map. Descendo! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
That's just the beginning.
I've heard Central's quieter than you.
Protego! You're stupefied! Depulso! Confringo!
Petrificus totalis!
Crucio!
Please, no more!
Imperio!
As you wish.
Depulso! Accio! Confringo! Bombarda! Incendio! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Crucio!
Don't do that!
Incendio!
Expulso!
Protego! Don't stupefy!
Get out of this alive.
Descendo! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Expulso! I don't dare you! You'll like this.
Crucio!
I wish Rookwood...
Imperial!
Expulso!
Bombarda!
Storm is coming.
Depulso!
Expulso!
Incendio! Protego!
That's the best you can do.
Descendo! Expelliarmus!
My wand.
Glacius! Incendio! Crucio! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Bombarda! Depulso! Confringo! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio! Depulso! Confringo! Bombarda! Crucio! Imperial!
Time says beyond.
Confringo! Depulso! Bombarda! Incendio! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Petrificus totalis! Crucio! Petrificus totalis! Expelliarmus. Descendo. Incendio. Confringo. Depulso. Bombarda. Accio. Imperio.
As you wish.
Petrificus Totalis. Petrificus Totalis. That's it for Selwyn. I should go and see Madame Olivier back in Cragcroft about that bounty. Accio. Bombarda. Depulso. Confringo. Accio. Crucio. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Depulso. Bombarda. Goodness. Not a party to attend, but...
Knew you were still What?
Confringo. Depulso. Protego. Stupefy. Bombarda. Confringo. Stupefy.
Lamb. Petrificus Totalis.
Where did you go, coward?
Depulso. Imperio.
It's time to even the odds.
Protego. Come on. Stupefy.
You'll pay for that.
Depulso.
Petrificus Totalis.
Confringo. Bombarda.
You manipulated.
Accio. Depulso.
You little coward.
Imperio.
What's the night guy? Petrificus Totalis.
Confringo.
Expulsion!
Stupefy. Depulso. Bombarda. Confringo.
Reducto.
Descendo. Stupefy. Crucio. Incendio. Stupefy. You weaken. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. Incendio. Depulso. Bombarda.
What have you done?
Confringo.
You can't hold out forever.
Stupefy. Stupefy. Imperio. Protego. Confringo.
Reducto. Petrificus Totalis.
Accio. Depulso. Bombarda. Confringo.
Fight back. Reducto.
Depulso. Bombarda. Confringo. Depulso. Crucio. Descendo. Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombarda. Trouble's brewing and I'm without my friends.
Have you heard any news about Sylvana Selwyn?
Selwyn has been taken care of.
You defeated Selwyn? Merlin's beard. A student took down one of Rookwood's top filth. Then I suppose this bounty is yours. Well deserved.
Surely the safety of Cragcroft is worth more. I'd hate for the Ashwinders to know who offered a bounty on Selwyn.
What a snide little rat! No sense of honor! You're worse than the Ashwinders. Fine. I can give you a bit more, but our business is finished. It's time for Cragcroft to live in peace. Take your money and get out. I may be glad to be rid of Selwyn, but I don't want to see
Lumos
voices around Cragcroft.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Protego! Madam Navarro, how are you?
Wonderful, thank you. How can I be of help?
I hear a dugbog near here has been acting strangely. Have you ever seen it?
I have seen it, but wisely stayed away. I prefer not to tangle with the unpredictable forces of nature if I can help it.
Have you lived in Cragcroft all of your life?
No, I was born here, but moved to Siena, Italy decades ago. I only just returned. There was nothing left for me there, and I needed, a change of scenery.
How do you collect the items you sell?
Some I collect myself from out there in the countryside, and some I buy wholesale from all over the wizarding world.
What do you have for sale?
Let's see how I can assist you, my lovely. Aren't you sweet? I'll be happy to take this off your hands. Thank you for your time, my sweet.
I'd be terribly grateful if you could help me and my friend with a time-sensitive delivery.
You sound as if you could use some help.
Oh, yes, I could. Eddie Thistlewood's the name. A dear friend of mine in Feldcroft is at his wit's end due to the relentless attacks on his hamlet by Ranrock and his loyalists. I sent 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages to help, but they've gone missing.
You sent crates of cabbages to battle Ranrock's loyalists?
I did indeed. You see, I know plants, and I believe the goblins will be so irritated by the onslaught of ferocious vegetation, they'll simply leave Feldcroft alone. I wonder if you might track the 2 crates down and deliver their contents to my friend Bernard Indiai. I simply can't leave my shop at present.
Any idea where I might find the crates?
Yes, from what I hear, one was spotted south of Feldcroft, the other, so I hear, is south of Brockborough near the river.
Could you not grow or buy more Chinese chomping cabbages?
I suppose I could, but that would take time. Time we do not have, what with Ranrock's thugs posing new threats every day. Besides, it's the principle of the matter. I grew those cabbages, and they are extraordinary.
Why would the goblins target Feldcroft?
My friend Bernard says they've been seen in the area for a while. He seems to think they're looking for something, but lately they've become more aggressive.
Very well, sir. I shall keep an eye out for 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages.
Oh, thank you. I shall let Bernard know he might be receiving those cabbages after all.
What do you have for sale?
I'm convinced that Feldcroft will be much safer with Chinese chomping cabbages defending them.
Sounds like Feldcroft's in trouble. Perhaps I should try to help.
What needs doing, needs doing.
Is everything all right?
If the Hamlet sent you here to talk to me about... I know what I have to do. It's not every day a girl has to put down her own troll. I should be allowed to work up to it.
What do you mean, your own troll?
I thought that's why you were here. I'm sorry. I suppose if you spend enough time with trolls, you forget your manners. I'm Alexandra. I didn't mean to be short with you. With Ranrock's lot seemingly everywhere, I thought the Hamlet could use a bit more security. But my plan has gone awry. I apologised when he almost trampled half the Hamlet yesterday. He just needs more time. But everyone wants him gone. They think it's mad, my training a troll. Impossible, even.
It certainly takes a lot of courage to try, I'll give you that.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I wish others felt the same. But I suppose I understand why everyone's been so concerned. What made me think I could train him? I should have learned from Barnabas the Barmy. But he's my troll and my problem. I'll be honest. I'm afraid I won't be able to take care of him. He's stronger than any troll I've ever encountered. I wish I knew someone else who could do it.
Who's Barnabas the Barmy?
Surely you've seen the tapestry of him at Hogwarts. It hangs in the 7th floor corridor. He allegedly tried to train trolls for the ballet. You can imagine how that turned out.
What exactly were you training the troll to do?
I was hoping to train him to serve as protection for us. Frankly, I struggled to teach him even a word or two. Couldn't give him even a semblance of self-control.
I'm not thrilled at the prospect, but I'll consider it.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to suggest that you should do it. In fact, you should avoid the area just southwest of here. At least until I work up the courage to do what needs to be done.
Revelio! A troll on the loose near a hamlet. That could be devastating.
lovely place to visit. Give my best to either of the Thistlewoods if you see them. Or both.
I take it you're Alexandra's friend. Imperium! Glaciers! Petrificus totalis! 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 Glaciers! Confringo! Depulso! Imperium! Glaciers! Confringo! Bombarda! Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! Incendio! Crucio! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Bombarda! Depulso! Accio! Protego! Imperio! Petrificus totalis! 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 Glaciers! Confringo! Depulso! Bombarda! Incenditego! Stupefy! Crucio! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Incendio! Imperio! Glaciers! Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! I feel awful for Alexandra, but the hamlet needed to be saved from that troll. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. It's done, Alexandra. I took care of him.
My troll? What? Oh, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I wish things could have turned out differently for him.
Any plan you had to train that thing was doomed. He tried to kill me the entire time.
Goodness. I'm glad you're all right. You're very brave. People in the hamlet had already crafted a moniker for whoever eventually defeated that troll. It was Troll something or other.
Slayer?
Yes, that was it. I suppose it's your title now. I need some time on my own. But truly, thank you for what you did.
The Troll Slayer. Has a nice ring to it.
Welcome, welcome.
Mr. Thistlewood, what was it you needed my help with? Crates of cabbages?
I wonder if you might track the 2 crates down and deliver their contents to my friend Bernard Indiai. I simply can't leave my shop at present.
Very well, sir. I shall keep an eye out for 2 crates of Chinese chomping cabbages.
Oh, thank you. I shall let Bernard know he might be receiving those cabbages after all.
I should be going now. Thank you. Can't see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
There's no denying the convenience.
I'm sure I could do that.
That crate of Chinese chomping cabbages is somewhere in this camp.
What? Come here,
This place.
Imperial!
better not be. These aren't spells to me.
Stupid one.
Someone's going to regret trespassing. What was that? I heard something. Someone get me down!
Back for more.
Stupid one.
What is this? What just happened?
Glacius! Confringo! Accio! Bombarda! Crucio! Imperial! Glacius! That's one crate in hand. I need one more. Confringo! Depulso! Bombarda! Glacius! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo!
What did you do?
Depulso! Crucio! Descendo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Imperial! Protego! Stupefy!
Eventually.
Confringo! Bombarda! Depulso!
A lucky shot.
Crucio! Descendo! Stupefy! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy!
Nothing more than luck.
Imperial!
I am Admiral
Stupefy!
Drake.
Bombarda! Confringo! Depulso! Crucio! Incendio! Protego!
What is this? What just happened to me?
Expelliarmus!
This is your first duel, isn't it?
Glacius!
Ringo!
Stupefy! Imperial! Accio!
You up?
Depulso!
Ringo!
Bombarda!
I've seen
Confringo.
Billy Wings with more sting.
Glacius! Incendio! Crucio! Expelliarmus! Protego!
What did you do?
Stupefy! Descendo! Incendio!
What have you done?
Oh, this...
Imperial! Glacius!
You're the one who freed that hippogriff.
Afraid to take a hit, are you?
Barely felt anything to do.
Crucio! Expelliarmus! Descendo!
Ringo!
Incendio!
Stuffed out my own
Ringo!
Protego!
Trying to make me enough.
Glacius! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Descendo!
Stop that right now.
Confringo! Depulso! Bombarda! Imperial!
I am at your call.
Glacius! Confringo! Depulso! Incendio! Descendo!
It's Lord Treadwell's little saviour.
Crucio.
Make it stop!
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
You'll be sorry you did that.
Descendo. Confringo. Bombarda. Depulso. Glacius. Incendio. Imperio. Confringo.
That all you got?
Depulso. Incendio.
My young friend.
Crucio.
Crucio!
Expelliarmus.
What
Descendo.
have you done?
Oh, this is...
Incendio.
Oh,
Bombarda.
fine!
Confringo. Depulso.
Crucio! Mate!
Expelliarmus. Aloha Mora. There. I'm not going to hurt you. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Depulso. Go!
Up for a minute!
I can see why Feldcroft needs help. Bombarda! Protegus! Confringo! Depulso!
Who held magic tricks? What's distracting?
Imperio! Depulso!
Oh,
Confringo!
was meant for
Bombarda!
me.
Depulso!
Your spells can't offer me.
Descendo!
We won't stop.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Incendio! Confringo! Bombarda! Depulso! Incendio! Crucio! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Accio! Imperium. Your Glacius. Incendio. Descendo. Confringo. Repulsor. Bombarda. Revelio. That's all the crates of Chinese chomping cabbages. I'd better go and see Mr. Thistlewood's friend in Feldcroft. Incendio! Crucio! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Incendio! Bombarda! Confringo! Depulso! Accio! Descendo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Crucio! Accio! Depulso! Confringo! Bombarda! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Hello there. Do you have the special delivery from my dear friend, Eddie?
Hello, Mr. Ndi? Eddie Thistlewood sent me.
Yes, he told me to expect you. Do you have the Chinese chomping cabbages?
I have them right here.
Marvelous. This will go a long way towards protecting the hamlet from Ranrock's loyalists. The same foul curs who, I'm willing to guess, intercepted them in the first place, along with Rookwood's lot. Feldcroft owes a debt of gratitude to you and Eddie. Thank you for your help.
How do you and Eddie know each other?
We met at Hogwarts. Been friends and business associates ever since. I wasn't surprised to get his owl about his Chinese chomping cabbage scheme. He was always one to go out of his way to help another.
Do you have any idea why the goblins are attacking Feldcroft?
No clue. I used to think it was because of its strategic location, but now it's as if they were looking for something. I will admit, however, that I don't know what they could possibly be looking for.
You're welcome. Happy to be of assistance.
At last.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well. How can I help you?
What brought you to own a shop in Feldcroft?
Beautiful place, isn't it? Although I admit I didn't choose it. It chose me. I was raised here. It's always been my home. As for the shop, I suppose my line of work chose me as well. I've always loved working with beasts, and my twin girls adore them. Wouldn't be surprised if they took over from me one day.
What do you sell here?
Glad you asked. I sell the finest array of beast byproducts you'll find in the entire countryside. If you don't believe me, feel free to look about. Eventually you'll return. They always do.
I'm curious to know what's happening in Feldcroft. Might you have any insight?
Nothing much, really. Although, do you know Sebastian Sallow? He attends Hogwarts like you, I believe. About your age. His uncle lives here in Feldcroft, but I hear they had a bit of a falling out. Haven't seen him since. Shame, really. His sister's still here. But, well, you may not even know the boy. Good lad, though. Always liked him.
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today?
I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time.
Oh, dear.
I can never face Milo's daughter again.
Is there something I can help you with, Mr.
Adley? Edgar Adley? No, I don't think so. Blast Milo and his mad schemes.
Milo?
He was my friend. Came to me a few days ago with a brilliant plan to make some quick galleons. All I had to do was follow him into the Forbidden Forest. Had I known he wanted to procure venom from a living acromantula. Oh, poor Milo. He didn't deserve to go like that.
I'm very sorry to hear about your friend.
Oh, thank you. I can't think of it. Milo's body is still in that cave with the absconder.
The absconder?
Aye, Milo's name for the acromantula. He did have a flair for the dramatic. In fact, as he died, Milo begged me to take his heirloom pocket watch, so that his daughter would have something to remember him by. But I fled.
Why would someone risk their life for spider venom?
As a potion ingredient, acromantula venom is incredibly valuable. In large part because it is, as poor Milo has proven, impossible to get from a live acromantula.
If I have time, I can try to collect the heirloom watch, Mr. Adley.
You can't possibly go to the acromantula's cave. You'd be killed. Please, forget I said anything.
Revelio certainly never revealed the charm of my potions, Professor, back when...
Could you please remind me what you needed help with?
My friend Milo and I went to an acromantula's cave, hoping to harvest its venom. It didn't go well. I barely escaped. Milo wasn't so lucky. I'm hoping someone can retrieve an heirloom from Milo's body to give to his little girl.
Defender might seem like
Revelio.
but not when you've just had your hair done by Calliope Snelling.
Not saying I don't have the honor.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Depulso. Confringo. Accio. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Incendio. Depulso. Confringo. Bombarda. Accio. Levioso. Glacius. Lumos. Reparo. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Depulso. Confringo. Bombarda. Accio. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Incendio.
You can't imagine. Thank you for all that you've done for us. What are you looking for exactly? Thank you for passing through. Oh, it's you? The good you've done on behalf of Hogwarts residents.
I should investigate. An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down. Knowing a meat he's likely studied here.
Why am I always on patrol? It's a waste of my skill.
The cave must be somewhere in this maze. I wonder what else is in here. This could be the Acromantula cave Mr. Adley mentioned. Incendio! totalis. Petrificus totalis. Petrificus totalis. Petrificus totalis. Petrificus totalis. Petrificus totalis. Glacius. Incendio. Crucio. Imperio. Descendo. Petrificus totalis. Incendio. Crucio. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Glacius. Imperio. Incendio. Petrificus totalis. Petrificus totalis. Incendio. Bombarda. Now all that's taken care of, I need to find the heirloom for Milo's daughter. Lumos. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Bombarda. Confringo. Bombarda. Depulsor. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. I need to bring this heirloom back to Mr. Adley. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Protego. Stupefy.
Confringo!
Incendio!
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
you look none the worse for wear. Oh, I take it you decided against entering the absconder's cave, then?
Mr. Adley, I retrieved the heirloom pocket watch from Milo's body.
Merlin's beard! How did you? Actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to think about that acromantula ever again. Thank you. Thank you very much.
This was quite difficult to retrieve. Shouldn't I get a reward for my trouble?
Of course I'm happy to pay you. I can't afford much. I've promised to pay for all the supplies Milo's daughter will need to attend Hogwarts one day.
I don't think you realize the trouble I went to retrieving the watch. Perhaps you can sell it for the girl's supplies.
I should never have mentioned the heirloom. Such selfishness. Here is your money, you extortionist. You're no better than Rookwood and his ashwinders.
What if he sticks like this?
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, thank you. The fewer of these statues I see, the better. You keep your eye out for others, and I'll teach you more about Alahamora.
Where should I look for more demiguise statues and moons?
All of my usual haunts, which incidentally have now become quite haunting. Here in the castle, in Hogsmeade, and believe it or not, in some of the surrounding hamlets. Oh, my tormentor is nothing if not thorough. Kept me from all my usual engagements for an eternity now.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
You are to be commended for your bravery and valor, especially since they can only be collected at night.
In today's lesson, we will cover a truly thrilling event. The Goblin Rebellion of 1752 and all its triumphant tragedy. But more specifically, we will address the devastating effects it had on the wizard milling industry. Throughout the many goblin battles, countless wizard cloaks were lost. Actually, we do know the number. 632. But history occurs outside the classroom. And look, it's time for my constitutional. One can practically osmose the history flowing through Hogwarts.
I think the professor wants us to follow him.
And now for a stroll to the bell tower entrance hall.
If you fail history of
Along
magic,
with the rest
you're
of the
doomed to
castle,
repeat
it was completed in the late early Middle Ages. The hall and the bell towers that loom above it contain myriad interesting artifacts. Good to see you again. Recovered from that nasty bout of dragon pox, have we?
That wasn't me, Professor. I'm new here.
Are you? Well then, welcome. No doubt you're eagerly anticipating my analysis of various wizarding councils, codes, statutes, and of course, goblin rebellions. Not all goblins are rebellious. Some venture into wizarding politics, such as Irgit the Ugly. Some are talented artisans, such as Bragbor the Boastful.
Did you say Bragbor? I think I know that name.
Well known for his metalwork. I would imagine much of his goblin-wrought iron and silver has survived to this very day.
Oh, of course. Odgok said he was an ancestor of Ranrock.
Where were we? Oh yes. Back to our class topic for today. Grimbold Weft. Another notable historical figure. He's right nearby.
Can you tell me where I might find Grimbold Weft?
Oh yes, Grimbold Weft. Quick with a needle and thread, that one. He's a fascinating artifact of the Goblin Rebellion of 1752. At any rate, he can be found nearby, perched in his case.
Accio! Revelio! No, that's not Grimbold.
Have caught cold during the late
Abandoning class to wander the halls is in keeping with Professor Binns' manner of teaching.
Oh yes, I see you found Grimbold Weft.
Yes, I rather enjoyed seeking him out.
The thrill of the scholarly pursuit. I know the feeling quite well. Now, let's turn our attention to the agreeability and general good nature of Sir Athbuttle. He's also nearby. See what you can learn from him for your next assignment.
Where can I find that friendly knight you mentioned earlier?
Oh yes, Sir Athbuttle, or rather the statue of Sir Athbuttle. It can be found amongst the other statues of knights. It's easy to identify, as it's been enchanted to wave at those who take the time to seek it out.
Revelio.
where his warm and approachable demeanor was celebrated by old friends and
These bits of broom are all that's left of a witch called Celine. Rumor has it, she was demonstrating her experimental lunar apparition charm. She was never seen again.
Revelio.
Has she succeeded? I suppose we'll never know.
The Hogwarts founders could never have achieved such architectural majesty without the aid of powerful magic.
Sir Afpuddle was the friendliest man.
Revelio.
As one would expect, Hogwarts contains no narthexes, since obviously those would not be found. Castles.
Professor Binns, I found the statue of Sir Afpuddle.
Ah, well done. Alas, Sir Afpuddle's affability was his undoing. Died instantly trying to befriend a basilisk. Eye contact is not always to be encouraged. So beloved was he that even some goblins mourned his passing. Of course, that did not bode well with the rest of the goblins, most of whom could not abide mourning the loss of a wizard.
Goblins and wizard kind will never trust each other.
Yes, well, it takes a cauldron to raise a chisperful, as they say. History does tend to repeat. It is a series of patterns, a thought both comforting and disconcerting. The wise student, such as yourself, will learn from it. History is written by those who do their schoolwork, so they say. Or at least, I like to say that.
this one about? Ah.
I enjoy it.
Revelio. Confringo. Bombarda.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I'd like to shop in the outlets. To venture out alone with all the
I adore that.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Life seems rather dull in the
Revelio.
I miss having my own bedroom. One of the girls in our room recited potions. Incantations.
Professor, I wondered if I could ask how you came to Hogwarts.
Ah, I suppose that is not an unexpected question. After I told you about my time in Mahutokoro, it was a simple matter of fate, really. After my experience with the Toyohashi Tengu, I was determined to find work that would fulfill me. I accepted a position with the Japanese Ministry of Magic. I cannot tell you the specifics of my work. A few years into my post, I had the honor of working with Professor Weasley, at the time a curse breaker for the British Ministry.
Professor Weasley was a curse breaker for the Ministry?
She was. But I would advise you not to inquire upon it. She is quite clear that her focus is now Hogwarts. We coordinated, shall we say, defensive efforts on a particular matter, and were talking one evening about the rigors of our respective positions. She mentioned plans to return to Britain and Hogwarts specifically. I noted I could appreciate her decision. Her description of the school was so enchanting that when she wrote to me a few years later about the open position of flying professor, I was intrigued.
Wasn't it difficult to leave your home?
In some way, yes. But in others, I was ready for another adventure, to bring my experience and knowledge to another realm. My reason for coming to Hogwarts was to expand my horizons.
Then you enjoy being a flying instructor, even after all that happened?
I do. And not despite all that happened, but because of it. You would do well to let lessons be just that, lessons. Learn from your errors, in judgment or otherwise. I am proud to impart such knowledge upon students, no matter where in the globe they may reside.
Hello, Grace. What are you doing here?
Nice to see you. Thank you again for your help at the lake. I've become quite good at Summoner's Court, and I'm waiting for my next opponent. I suppose that's you.
I suppose so.
Shall we begin?
I'm game.
Well, let's see what you're made of.
Accio!
That's the way to do it. You didn't see that.
Accio!
Seems I got the better of you. Seems you couldn't get the upper hand that time. How about another round?
Let's have it.
Then take your mark.
Accio!
That's the way to do it. What a remarkable shot! Accio. You didn't see that.
Accio!
Impressive. Well, it appears I've been bested. Well done! Diving, summoner's court. Seems there's nothing you can't do.
There wasn't much to it.
You really are insufferable. You may have beaten me, but your next opponent is sure to take you down a peg, which will be a joy to see. One boy fell off his broom during my flying class. Good thing Kagawa was there to catch him. She's very good at arresting momentum.
Nothing beats a leisurely evening flight.
Revelio. Confringo! Depulso! Confringo!
I thought it would be hard just...
Confringo! What do we have here? A demigod. Revelio! Confringo! Depulso! Bombarda! Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Glacius! Levioso! Lumos! Reparo! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Depulso! Confringo! Bombarda! Revelio.
You should consider professional Quidditch.
Revelio. Confringo. Depulso.
You really showed that troll what's what, didn't you?
Professor, could you spare a moment?
How may I help you?
I'm interested in the goblin rebellions of the past.
Ah, certainly. Their history is part of our history. In fact, you can trace most goblin rebellions to wizard intervention. More specifically, the laws governing wands and who may legally possess them. The Goblin Rebellion of 1612, for example, arose from goblin frustration over lack of representation on the Wizengamot. It became a terrible, blood-soaked affair. Take heart, though. Our current peace and prosperity shows that violence can be transitory.
But Hogsmeade was just attacked, Professor.
If I'm not mistaken, and I rarely am, one of the 18th century's rebellions was led by Urg the Unclean. He had been dunked in a pond publicly by a group of young wizards, if you can imagine that. Another rebellion in 1752. The rebellion was so badly mishandled that Minister for Magic Albert Boot was forced to resign. That being said, his replacement, one Basil Flack, lasted mere weeks. Best sort of vindication, if you ask my opinion.
Please go on.
2 months into Flack's tenure, bad went to worse when the werewolves allied with the goblins. Quite smartly, Flack resigned rather than deal with their combined forces. Minister Flack was succeeded by one Hephaestus Gore, who quickly quashed the Jewel uprisings with his signature brutality. It is worth noting that many historians believe this punitive response led to even more werewolf conflict. You have noted all of this, have you not?
Oh yes, Professor. Please continue.
Continue? I take it your thirst for knowledge has yet to be quenched.
If you would be so kind, Professor Binns.
I rarely find an audience, captive or otherwise, eager to engage in such historical minutiae.
I find your lectures quite engaging, sir. Thank you for sharing your vast knowledge.
My sincere pleasure. Now, I do believe I should be preparing for my next class. Good day to you.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Deke thinks you've made marvelous improvements here.
Everything's all right now. Professor Howard will never believe this. I'll look after you. There. I'm not going to hurt you. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Everything's all right now. Professor Howard will never believe this. There. I'm not going to hurt you. I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to be warm and comfortable, as if I'm floating inside a mug of butterbeer.
Oh, sounds perfect.